I don't know if
This could be quite good. Focus Saya. Okay. Could probably just leave here. Like she's overstaying a little bit. Alright, let's see. So you open up. Wait, you don't auto attack. Alright, so when she enters the bush here, let me find the exact frame. Right now, right click on the ADC. So when the second she reaches the absolute edge of the bush, your auto attack animation will be halfway done. And the second she enters the bush, like the exact same frame that you go, like that you come into vision, your auto attack damage will hit her, and then you press Q. So you gain free, like a whole free auto attack, and that damage is obviously gonna mean something when we go for even if it's just a small trade, like it's gonna have some kind of merit. But see here, your first auto attack happened here. Also, watch your movement. After you Q, you don't move down. You just stood still and let it auto attack. So what this does, if you got pushed further away from him than you needed to, you would actually be in range for one more auto attack had you moved more proficiently. So you actually missed 2 auto attacks in this fight on their ADC. That would probably have been a kill. Oh, she's top now. Like, you can look for an initiation here. He's fairly low. You're full HP. You're pushing in.
No. Okay.
Land a bit of that poke. Oh, you're going a little too ham. That worked out. Nice, good shit. Long time. Okay, so consider here. He's not level 3 yet. This guy's level 3. You're level 3. He's not level 3 yet. So what happens when Tristana levels up here is she gets her third ability, but her third ability doesn't really do much. While Thresh doesn't have Lantern right now, he has E, which he just used on a minion, so half the E is already gone, so he only really has the displacement of the ability. If you get to Q flash on him, knock him into the Tristana, like he will just evaporate. I already forgot now because we were talking about different stuff, but does Thresh have flash here? Do you remember? He doesn't, right, he doesn't. He flashed on Tristan at level 1. So he doesn't have flash right now. So if you walk up right here, Q flash on him, you'll be able to just barely walk behind him and knock him into the Tristana, and he will definitely die. She will hit level 3. If this guy walks up and initiates aggressively, once Tristana hits level 3 off the kill, she'll be able to jump onto the ADC and you can chase him down, probably kill him. I say that's probably like 80% chance he doesn't die, but either way she's gonna go so low that she's prepared for a dive. So you can shove this in and just dive him. If he doesn't want to get dove, he has to back off and therefore lose all the CS you're gonna be pushing into tower. And that's pretty much lane, like games over. Like when I see these opportunities, I don't have to consider like what can happen. I already know what's gonna happen. Like you shouldn't need extra time to make these decisions. Like you can see his HP is so low that if you land a combo, let's just try and do the quick math. We take off about that much HP when we land the combo. Then Tristana jumps forward, presses E on him. She doesn't do that because she just did it here, I think. But if she has cooldowns up, he would then take 2 auto attacks, maybe even 3 auto attacks before he's going to be able to get out of her range. He then goes to about this HP. He then puts down the shield and Tristana's bomb pops and he dies. Like there's no way he survives with the amount of HP throughout a full combo. So essentially, like in terms of what can go wrong, she's full HP, full mana, she has W ready. You have flash up, so you're not really in any danger. Shyvana's top side, so she can't gank. Mid lane is in mid lane, so she can't gank. Your HP value shouldn't really be a problem since the only one who can hit you is Saya, because he's pretty much just gonna try and survive. Like he can't put any real damage on you. So I don't understand what it is you're scared of in this scenario. You should just go in, and you should have done it much earlier. And this is again where we need to really look at our pings here and consider what we can do. So see, when we look at the HP values right now, like, we can actually go now if we want to. He will die. And you need to communicate this with the Tristana. Like, you need to just ping on your way twice or something, and then ping on him twice or something. Like, to tell her that you're going in. You can even tell her in the beginning of the game. Like, on your way pings means looking for an engage. Target champion means going in. Like, you can tell him stuff like this so he knows what to expect. That way, when you then ping going in, or like looking for an engage, then he won't randomly use his cooldowns on the minions. And he tends to do this quite often, which is why I really want you to try and tell your teammates a little more what you're trying to do. Because you can look for so many of these engages if he just had cooldowns for it. Right here you could have gone. See, again, you pull back. This is even why this all-in can work, is because you keep walking backwards, like you keep giving them room. Instead of walking up and threatening this minion, you take a step back and you just let them see this minion for free. And you do this so much that they stop believing that you'll actually ever go in. If you watch like higher level plays, or like players, they would be way more up in their face. Like, they know that these health values, they can't stay in lane. They'd be forcing them off the CS, forcing them off the XP. Normally these two would probably be standing down here, while you'd be standing here with the Tristana here. So this is probably the position that people would normally be in. But you guys are taking in such defensive positioning that they just get put into a false sense of security. Which is the whole reason why this actually ends up working out. See, right here, you can just go. Also, watch how your Tristana keeps walking backwards. She doesn't want to fight either. This lane could be so different if you just ping going in. The tower, once all the minions
on the tower?
Yeah, just ping him and then Q flash. Maybe not. Okay. Alright, so here, you don't move up here. You move directly down against the wall. So now, when you move up like this against the wall, you leave her with very few options. If she stays and auto-attacks you, you just WQ, and she dies. So therefore she has to run back. Okay, if she runs back, you just sit in this position, you just wait. You let all these minions die, and then you walk off again. And you just acceptance of the fact that she lost CS. If she walks down here, this means that she wants to fight for the CS, like she's getting ready to try and outplay you. So if that happens, you just start walking like this, just in behind him, and the closer he gets to Tristana, the better, and the second he opens up with any kind of abilities, like for example Wing starting to go ham on the Tristana, or trying to kill you, anything like this, that's the moment where you pop your abilities, get ready to flash out a tower right before you die, and just leave Tristana to clean up the kill and jump out. And you're fine here. But you need to communicate this with your teammate if he wants to go in, because the second he E's the tower, this is not a possibility anymore. When you start running directly at him, he knows exactly what's going on, instead of you hucking here and letting him make the mistake of walking down in aggressive positioning. Like, let people make mistakes, and make sure you communicate with your team so they're ready for it. Because this could have been fine. Oh, this is good. Ah, he doesn't do it. Yeah, let's go. Okay, watch here. You see here, you WQ in this position. Consider what could have happened had you just walked up and pressed Q. So we have flash right now. Do we know? I don't think we know. I'm fairly certain that no one has told us, which means we have to assume that her flash is up. If you press WQ now and she flashes down here, she's out. Nothing, nothing changes. Her E is on the ground over here, so like Anivia is not going to be falling asleep anytime soon. She just used her Q, so her Q is on like a 2-second cooldown right now, which means the next 2 seconds, and she just ulted over here as well, so you know, like, she's absolutely nothing ready. She's nothing left she can do right now. If you just walk over here like this, and just wait for her to flash, and then WQ as she flashes, you will be able to do exactly what you did here, but also blow her summoner and not leaving her counterplay. If you walk over here and she doesn't have flash and she has to walk into you, you just knock him up and then knock him back into the Anivia ulti, essentially making it impossible for him to do anything. If he then sees you walk down here and tries to move up this way, Well, you then just mirror his movement now, and you just keep doing this until eventually your Anivia throws out a Q. The second you see the Anivia throw the Q, you combo him, and he will die. There's so many ways you could play out this match, this fight, but just Wing at him was not the most efficient way. And this guy just walked into it. Alright, so we somehow need to... Oh shit. Worked out better than expected. Okay, so the second he does this, you want to start moving in like this, so that we can block whatever damage comes out, and that we can knock him away, so that he doesn't get to flay her potential jump or anything like that. But when you go in like this, it's fine. If you meant to knock him away and knock her up, then that was actually really good. I was genuinely impressed if this was what you wanted to do. This was really good. You got him out of your range so he can't flay you. You CC'd her so she can land a free auto attack even too, and then you can actually just walk off. But then what you do for the next like 0.5 seconds is kind of just show that you didn't mean to do this. Because see, you start moving back and forth, leaving them chances to re-engage. And this is just... no. They can't... no. Because this wave was coming into you. Regardless, if they die, you get to farm this wave. If they don't die, you still get to farm this wave.
Okay.
If we kill them or not, it changes nothing in state of lane. So you just risked losing these minions for only a kill and nothing else. Which is generally not worth it. Like, we need to win more than a kill when we win something. This ward is good, this ward is not. This ward doesn't do anything. We already have the safety ward, so in case the enemy team tries to rush Baron while your team is recalled, this is what this ward does. It saves us from that scenario to happen. This ward is just wasting a slot on your item here.
Yeah.
Because we're gonna need the wards in positions like this and this in the enemy jungle later on. This ward is only gonna be sufficient for a very short amount of time, and for that short amount of time, this one ward is enough. Here, again, none of this ward shit. We hold our wards for when they get important, and you just sit here. There's no reason to walk away. If you sit in this bush right here, and just watch the enemy team rotate, like, they're not randomly just gonna run at you in this bush. If they do, like, you can probably get up to this blast cone and jump out before anything happens. They need to extend summoners and everything if they want to catch up, in which case you're okay with delaying your Baron time a little bit by getting their cooldowns for free.